is so happy to be here singing for you today. It's been 2 years since we've had an audience, and you are our audience for the first time in 2 years, so they're very excited about that. We've been able to practice out under the tent, first of all, for a while last summer, and then we've been able to be here in the hall, because it's a big hall, we could quite nicely social distance. And so we've got some songs for you. We're going to start off with a gospel song called Climbing Up the Mountain.
Thank you.
Climbing up the mountain, children, didn't come here for to stay. If I never more see you again, gonna meet you at the judgment day. Climbing up the mountain, children, didn't come here for to stay. If I never more see you again, gonna meet you at the judgment day. Moses went down into Egypt land, he told old Pharaoh, and the good Lord sitting on his heavenly throne said, let my people go, good Lord, let my people go. Climbing, 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 climbing and climbing, climbing, climbing higher. If I never more see you again, gonna meet you at the judgment day. Daniel in the den of lions, he did begin to pray, and the angel of the Lord locked the lion's jaw. That sure was a mighty day, good Lord, sure was a mighty day. Climbing higher, 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 climbing higher, climbing higher. If I never more see you again, gonna meet you at the judgment day. Children in the fiery furnace, no, they did begin to pray. Hallelujah! And the angel of the Lord put the fire out. That sure was a mighty day, good Lord, sure was a mighty day. Hallelujah! Didn't come here for to stay. Hallelujah! Gonna meet you at the judgment day. Climbing up the mountain, will be a mighty good day.
Well, that warmed us up. Good. So, 2 years ago, we were getting ready for a concert, and then everything hit, so we didn't get to do our concert. And the theme of that concert was going to be the environment, the Earth Day, and things like that. So we pulled a few songs that we had started to prepare for that concert. So the next little group of songs is going to be songs about the Earth, the environment, looking after our Earth. And the first one is called the Tree Song. And it's a tree's point of view as to the Earth. And then we're going to go right from that into a song called A Child's Hope, and another song about the environment. Okay?
I saw a tree by the riverside one day as I walked along, straight as an arrow and pointing young tree, a strong young tree, a strong young tree.
And so I've got one for you, which I just lost, of course, off here, but I'll get it back real quick. Here we go. So this is because it made me laugh, and it's, I thought, kind of appropriate for you people here today. So it says, an old woman walked up and tied her old mule to the hitching post. As she stood there, brushing some of the dust from her face and clothes, a young gunslinger stepped out of the saloon with a gun in one hand and a bottle of whiskey in the other. The young gunslinger looked at the old woman and laughed. "Hey, old woman, have you ever danced?" The old woman looked up at the gunslinger and said, "No, I never did dance, never really wanted to." A crowd had gathered as the gunslinger grinned, and he said, "Well, you're gonna dance now." And he started shooting at the old woman's feet. The old woman prospector, not wanting to get her toe blown off, started hopping around. Everybody was laughing. When his last bullet had been fired, the young gunslinger, still laughing, hoisted his gun and turned around to go back into the saloon. The old woman turned to her pack mule, pulled out a double-barreled shotgun, and cocked both hammers. The loud clicks carried clearly through the desert air, and the crowd stopped laughing immediately. The young gunslinger heard the sounds too, and he turned around very slowly. The silence was almost deafening. The crowd watched as the young gunman stared at the old woman and the large gaping holes of those twin barrels. The barrels of the shotgun never wavered in the old woman's hands as she quietly said, "Son, have you ever kicked a mule's behind?" The gunslinger swallowed hard and said, "No, ma'am, but I've always wanted to." There are 5 lessons here for all of us. Number 1, never be arrogant. Number 2, don't waste ammunition. Number 3, whiskey makes you think you're wiser than you are. Number 4, always make sure you know who has the power. And number 5, don't mess with old women. They didn't get old by being stupid. The next 2 songs are also on the idea of the earth, a little bit peppier songs, and one is called Stop, Look, and Listen. And we can have a little bit of audience participation. So every time you hear the word stop, which you're going to hear a lot, you just stop, look, and listen. And if you want to put actions to it, please do. So it's just stop, look, and listen. And that's simple. And toward the end, it gets a little confusing because one part's singing one thing, one's another. But you can join whatever part you like, okay? And the second song, which we're going to sing right after that, is a beautiful song called One World. That we have one world and we need to take care of it.
Recycle a sack, you're on the right track and you'll start to see
of all, before we do that, I would like to show our appreciation to our wonderful accompanist, Donna. And she was playing music for you a little bit at the beginning when she started. We're so thankful to have her. And of course, a big thank you to this group behind us as well, and Gary's going to take it. Thanks, Gary. So we've had a lot of issues in our world. Environment's just one thing, of course. There's been so much going on in this world over the last few months, few weeks, between pandemic, between shootings, between you name it, racism, you name it, it's been going on. So we're going to finish up with a song called The Dream Lives On. And it's a dream that we all hope we can have and that someday, maybe, will come true. Have we got 2 more minutes? Okay, all right, because they're giving me a look, because they love to finish all the concerts with Say It With a Song. Yes, and so we're going to do this. This is the song that we like to finish up with. We're still working on learning parts a little bit, but the message is there, and it's our message to you. Mm-hmm.